Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to Miller Matters.
I'm Ashita.
I'm Chad.
Okay, so in this video, obviously we're talking about how we met. So how did I meet Chad? I'm obviously from New Zealand. He's from
Alabama.
America. And we met in South Korea. So, one of the questions like, well, how'd you meet in South Korea? Like, what were you doing there? Were you traveling? Were you working? Like, why were you there? So why were we there?
So I went there just because it was something I wanted to do for a while. I'd heard a lot about it. Had some Korean friends while I was in the States and wanted to, go over and visit them. And so after uni, packed up and moved to Korea and started teaching English for 2.5 years. Yeah. How about you?
And then for me, I finished uni here. I couldn't find a job. So I ended up taking a TESOL course, and it was specifically designed to teach English in South Korea. So once I finished that, I just started getting interviews, phone interviews, Skype interviews for teaching jobs there, and that's how I got there. And actually we lived in different cities. So I lived in Daejeon, which is kind of like right in the center of South Korea. And he lived in...
I lived in Gongju, which is a countryside city, probably an hour and a half south. I believe it's south of Seoul. I have to check that, but...
I think it is south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're probably still wondering, okay, you're both in Korea. How did you actually meet, though? So, long story short, I guess I'll let you go into this since you were at the church before me.
Yeah. So, we met at our church, and I had been going to the church for like 3 years already. And my church, well, the church that I was going to, it was located in the city that he lived in, but obviously he wasn't there at the time because I went to Korea in 2013, and he got there in...
I think the end of 2015 or 2016?
Maybe.
No,
No.
2015.
Yeah.
I got there September 2015. Yeah,
And
I
then
got to Korea.
we met in 2016 at church. We just became really good friends. We had a good church community, like with the foreigners that were going to the church at the time. So that's how we just became good friends and hung out more, talked more, all that stuff.
Right. People ask, how did you guys meet? One of the first things I just say, she saw me and just instantly it was just like, she just fell for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But that's just one of the jokes that we just like to tell.
Yeah, that did not happen. Because actually, when we first met, we weren't thinking about anything like that at all. We just became really good friends, and just, I guess as the year progressed and the more we got to know each other, then I guess things started happening or coming into play.
Yeah, coming into play.
Whatever, it's God's plan, okay?
God's plan.
Yeah, and I would have never thought that, I would marry an American, let alone at the time that I was going to be dating one or anything like that, because I was like, I'm never going to America.
God is funny. God is funny, man.
Now I'm married to an American, been there, twice now?
Twice?
Yeah.
No. You went as a teenager.
Twice after meeting you.
Yeah, that's right. Twice since
saying that I wasn't going to go back there. And before we started dating, we were already at a place in our lives where it was kind of just like, if we do date, then we want it to be purposeful. Like, we want to make sure that we're intentional about who we date and where it's going to lead to. Like, we didn't just want to date for the purpose of just dating and kind of be done with that and, break up and all that stuff. Like, no, we were just at a place where it's like, if we're going to date, we're gonna kind of be serious about this, pray it out, make sure that, he's the one, I'm the one, all that kind of stuff. And because we want it to lead to marriage, and ultimately, out of dating, we wanted marriage to come.
Yeah, right. Y'all, we still new at this YouTube thing. We recorded this video, and then now we're like, oh crap, we don't have like an outro. We didn't have anything at the end to like wrap it up.
Well, it's just a very condensed version of how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to know more, let us know in the comments. or just ask us anything you would like. You know, maybe how's married life, how is like interracial married life, you know, been, you know,
like the challenges that we've had. But it's all good now. We've overcome those.
You know, marriage is a journey, so but we're still learning. But we'd love to share, like, if it can help, you know, anything that we've learned or experienced. So thank you guys for watching the video.
Watching.
And
peace.